starting our class. It's a continuation of choreography class from 2 weeks ago. We were closed last week. We do have new students, so as always, when we get new students, we have to start all over with them. So at some point, we will be breaking the classes into two parts with instructor Nick taking the advanced part, and I'll be working with the newer students. It's going to be a fun night. For our fighting tonight, we're using foam weapons. It's going to be a little bit of a different twist on that. Scoring can only be done with spinning attacks. So in a little bit, I'll be explaining techniques. Hopefully, we catch this on video. And we hope you enjoy it. As always, I will be taking part our recordings and breaking it into multiple videos later on this week. A very good job of explaining. So for those that are new, a spinning attack is when you spin and you attack. All right? And it's the spinning part that I want to go over with. All right. First off, your front foot is what you always spin with. That is your pivot foot. Everybody got that? Your pivot foot. Whether you start from here and then step, it's always your front foot. You always pivot to the outside of that front foot. Okay? So in this case, if this comes this way, this is my left foot, I'm going to pivot to my left, but to the outside of that foot. If I'm bringing my right foot up, I'm going to pivot this way. Now, can you do it a different way? Sure. But I want you guys to be all standardized when we do the choreography and how you do the pivots. So we're going to practice that here in a second. It's always going to be your front foot, whether you bring it up like this and make your pivot. Now, the second part of that is when you make your pivot, you don't bend down like this when you make a pivot. All right, so Isabella was like this, as you came around like this, and you don't do that. Everything that we do, you want your body erect, you want to look as good as you possibly can when you're doing it, especially in choreography. The thing with choreography is we're trying to sell that this is as realistic as we can possibly make it outside of the films. And I promise you, I've seen a lot of choreography from a lot of organizations, and what we do here is pretty good. And if I train you correctly, you guys are going to look great. So, which foot do you use? What's the foot that you use to start your challenge? What's that called? Pivot foot. Okay? Which foot is it always? The front foot. Your front foot, even if you're stepping, right? Which side do you pivot to? To the outside. So, if it's your right foot, you're going to pivot in which direction? Right, in the right direction, right? If it's your right foot, you're going to pivot to your right. If it's your left foot, which way are you going to pivot? Okay, good. Now he's got his saber. Last week we started to teach you guys about saber throw. The saber throw helps your pivot when you're doing the choreography. All right, so we're just, right now this is just a review of some basic techniques. So go ahead and, so are you going to pivot on that foot or are you going to pivot on that?
I will pivot on this.
Okay, so you're going to go ahead and make your thrust. Okay, all right, and now you're going to step, right?
Yes.
Okay, step. So now, where he's going to pivot to the outside, the throw has to help him circle, so you have to go ahead and do his throw to the inside. And he comes around and blocks. All right? So now we're going to use the other foot. Okay? So you're going to step which way you're going to do it. Boom. Around. Pivot.
Doing it slowly.
There you go. Okay? So you pivot to the outside, you throw to the inside, opposite, and to help the pivot around. Okay. So everybody stand. All right. Put your left foot back. And we're going to do this. We're going to do this without swords, and then we're going to go into the swords. Okay. Step with your left foot. Pivot. Good. All right. Go ahead and straighten up. All right. Step with your right foot. Pivot. All right. Good. Good. All right, go get sabers. Now we'll do with sabers. Okay. This is called what, everybody?
Ready? Stance, ready.
Yeah, so this is what guard?
Middle guard.
Middle guard. This is called the middle guard. All right? So everybody's going to take a step. Now, which way are we going to pivot? We're going to pivot in the direction of that foot. We use the right foot. We're going to pivot. We're going to come around, bringing the saber up, and then come across. Okay?
So, you step with the right foot.
And you got to move them away from. You got to move them away from that too close. All right. Now, you want as wide a step as possible. Okay? Now you bring that foot all the way out.
So when you step, take the step, now pick up the left foot, and you're just going to spin it. There you go, there you go. And
Like that. And you want those feet to be wide. So here, okay, up and around and bring it. If you bring your saber, if you pull your saber out, it's like a kangaroo tail. It should help you practice. All right? If you bring your saber in here and you're trying to do that spin, it throws you off balance. You want the saber out as far as you can. So when you step, I bring it down like that. That's a balance. I move and I come across. And look, I'm in an erect stance. All right? Everybody, right foot back. So all right? We are gonna step. Okay? We're gonna lift up this left foot and then come around. Okay.
Good. So you see how like you're supposed to hit the ground right when you
All right, you guys got it?
So if I were to stand like
I think that actually.
So when you're doing it in inverted block, I generally tend to
that's called side out. It takes practice.
yeah. It's all like
Wrong way.
push it out.
Wrong foot.
Right.
So go ahead and throw it forward.
That's very good.
So she's going to aim, she's going to
That's right.
She's going to go in this direction. They're just going to aim on my shoulder happens. I screwed up. Throw it, she's going to turn, and then I'm just going to block. A couple things now in the techniques category. All right. This is a strike. All right. Normally, when you're fencing, you just bring it out. In choreography, and we won't need this till a little bit, but we're going to run through this choreography pretty quick so that I can break it up and take basic students over here while Nick moves with the advanced students. You always bring the blade close to your body. What does that do? You make it strike. So here when I'm fighting in choreography, and the audience is seeing this, but what I'm really doing is this. Why am I doing that?
So you don't accidentally hit it.
Right. So I'm making a shorter blade that, for safety reasons, and it still looks good. All right. Rather than bringing out the blade where it could possibly hit him, I'm going like this. Now, part of his job, go to a regular position. And we'll be doing this in a second. So, part of his job is if he's the Jedi, he's going to dodge. How are you going to dodge? From last time? He's just going to dodge like that. What the audience is seeing is that. What I'm really doing is breaking down. All right? If I want to bring the blade up, I still bring in the blade close to my body to shorten it. That means you have to understand the distance between you and your opponent so that you don't hit him. You're not wearing any armor, we're not wearing any gloves, so we have to be careful. Okay. So we're going to practice that in a second. Now, in the choreography that we're going to do in a couple minutes, there is a vertical strike that he blocks with an overhead block. That's very vertical overhead block. When you do the vertical strike, number one, he's got to maintain and be erect. You hit off to the side of the body, not toward his head, when you hit his hand, off to the side. The audience doesn't see it, but you know, boom, boom, boom. He goes down, he crouches down, look at him, he's vertically, and then he pushes up. Boom. All right, just push up this time. Throw me away. All right, it looks good. You remember this, right? So those are techniques that we use in the choreography to make the choreography look good, and they're just little tricks. So for right now, I want the attackers, let's go back to the original attackers, just make a slashing strike by bringing the blade. On the other side, on the defensive side, all right, you guys are going to stand like this. And all you're going to do is move your heads like this and block. So the Jedi are on this side. You just got to do, that's it. That's all you're doing. And so you're practicing to bring that blade in. Let's go ahead, let's do that for a couple minutes. Remember to bring that to your body. Just you don't need to dodge that much. Bring that thing really close to your body.
This side.
Right. Okay. All right. Go ahead.
This.
Don't dodge too much. Don't dodge too much. Just stand there and just move your hand.
You know how?
Because you are a Jedi. Yeah, you don't need to. The force is like all right. Okay, switch up. And now the Jedi are on my side and the Sith are on the other. No, you are bringing it down in a slash. As you're bringing it down, you're bringing it close to your body.
I know, I'm just listening to you.
So look, right, exactly. You're going to push your hands. He's not bringing his hands. So when you bring that hilt, you bring this hilt like if you're slashing this direction, you bring this hilt directly down to your body like that. All right, and then on the other side, you bring the hilt close to your body like that. The people on the outside are not going to see it, right? So that's what you're looking for. Right? Make sure that it gets out very close to his own body. Next thing, on my side are the attackers, on the other side are the defenders. The attackers are going to bring it down 3 hits only. Okay, watch me. 1, 2, 3. Notice where I'm hitting. Am I hitting towards his head?
No.
No, I'm hitting off to the side of his body. Look at his body positioning. Okay? All right. So now he's going to push me off. Oh, that's what I want to see.
Yeah, go ahead.
Straight up.
Okay.
Go. All right. Straight up. There you go. Good job. Good exercise. Okay. So
I'm trying to put a sort of power, like a pretend power,
If you think about it,
like
the audience is watching you.
down, like you're actually trying to kill
They
me,
can see that you're excited.
so that it looks like you're trying to kill me.
I think I did that underneath before.
So it looks like you're actually.
never lean forward. Lean forward. Good chance to fall forward.
Right? Then you're trying to look like you're in the middle.
Next thing we're going to learn, well, now we're getting back into the regular techniques, okay? A duo. Most of you know a duo, the brand new people don't know a duo. So a duo looks like so. And you see this in Star Wars all the time. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. All right, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, quicker. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, back. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, go. That's a duo. You're going to be walking towards me. Now, when I say stop, I'm going to walk in a different direction. You ready? So on my count. Ready? So we'll start off with 1, 2, and then I'll say 1. Ready? Begin. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Start walk. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and stop. Okay. There.
Push back. Push back. Push back. Something at a time. You just take one.
Come quick. See how the feet run? It's not one step at a time. So, next one up. Quad. Okay, a little bit different. and we have to be safe. Just admit. Quad stands for how many moves? 4. All right. Pent is how many moves?
5.
All right. Quad. And 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Nice and easy this time. Slower. 1, 2, 3, 4. The bottom ones are hard because you have to make the switch like so. You have to make that twist like so. Don't go past the number that I count. Ready? 1. Nope. When I say 1, I mean 1 hit. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 hands. 2 hands. Now we're gonna go 1 hand in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, does anybody have a problem with it? All right, we're going to go a little bit quicker. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. The key to 1 hand is to make sure it looks good. Long looping. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see that? Nothing short. Nice looping so the audience will say, wow, that's pretty cool. All right? So again, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right? Here we go. 1 hand. Be very, very careful. 1 hand. 1 hand. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop.
So when you're doing your threes and fours, I told you all this already, try to find a point in between both of your knees, and that spot right in between both your knees is where that strike should take place when you're doing 3 and 4.
All right, here we go. Everybody ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is these are standard exercises for our choreography. Quads, duos, pents, saber throws, spinning attacks. In a little bit, we're going to actually go into the real choreography and do like the first half with this crew, and then break it up. But this is taxing to be able to do this over and over and over again. But that's kind of what you need to be able to learn how to handle the saber properly. We hope that you're enjoying the evening. We're going to keep running this thing. And then again, I'm going to break this into smaller clips to show exactly what we do. We have 3 brand new students tonight. So I'm taking some shortcuts with them, but they're doing very well. All right. Okay, the next one is called a pen. All right? And the pen requires somebody to be the Jedi and somebody to be the Sith. So we are, since I'm on this side, we are going to be the Sith. All right? So it looks like this. Here's the quad part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right? This leads on to other things. One hand, it looks like this. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? In which case he then pushes me off. All right? We're going to switch it. My side are going to be the Sith parameter. The other side are going to be the Jedi. So it's 1, 2. We're going to do it two-handed. Okay? Then we're going to switch it off so everybody gets a chance to do it that way. All right? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I'm just going
2, 3, 4, 5. And push off. Okay, good. One more time. And we're gonna do one-handed, and then we're gonna switch. We're gonna let the other side go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Push it off. We are going to do a duo. Some points about here. On your own with your partner, you're going to then do a two-handed quad. Then you're going to duo back to where you end up here, and you're going to do a pen. All right, here we go. On your own, a duo, a quad, a duo, a pen. Ready, begin, go. When you're done, go to ready position. All right. Well done. When you're done, go to ready position. Now, you're going to do a duo, a pen, one-handed. A duo, a quad, one-handed. When you're done, go to ready position. Then we're actually ready to start the choreography. You guys got this. So, again, a duo, a pent, one-handed, a duo, a quad, one-handed, then back to ready position. Here we go. Ready, execute. Duo, rolling two hands. Duo, rolling two hands. Ready?
Yep.
And then you go to ready. Ready with you guys look fantastic.